This is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. In today's episode, I want to tell men that, I want to explain to men why a woman requires you to have at least an apartment for her to give you a shot. Now, I hate that I have to make this video. It seems to me some men don't understand or they're upset. I'm not going to mention this individual. He is on YouTube, but this individual talked about how a woman turned him down because he was staying with his mother, and he also said that he was only 24. And it was something I was thinking about. I seen a video about this, and well, it wasn't about the subject, but this individual did a video, and he said he was turned down by a woman because he stayed with his mother. And he said, well, you know, I'm a baby, I'm only 24, so almost what do you expect? And see, he just confirmed why women should date older men. And he didn't realize what he just did by him saying I'm 24 and I stay at home and I'm a baby. You know, he's basically trying to say he's young, so he's making an excuse for not having his own place. So that's just going to push women to dating older men. So for you 20-some-year-old men who stay home with your mama, or you 30-some-year-old men who stay with your mom or your dad, just know that's going to push women to dating older men, because by you making excuses. But let me first say this: we all go through hard times. I've had to stay back at home with my parent before. I've known several dudes have. I've known several women. Okay, so this is not about putting somebody down, saying, oh, you're a loser because you stay back home with your parents. Sometimes we have to go back to stay at home because we're trying to save money, or we're trying to start a business and we need to not have to pay rent. You know, it would be good if we didn't have to pay that rent, so we can save up for whatever we're trying to do. There's nothing wrong with having to go back to stay back home with your parents if that's the situation that calls for. You could just ended a really bad relationship and you didn't have nowhere else to go and you went back home. So I am not, let me say this again, I am not putting down anybody who had to go back and stay at home with their parents, because I had to do it at one point. So I'm not saying it's anything wrong with that. What I'm trying to say is, though, to you men, if you stay home with your parent, don't expect to be getting vagina. That's all I'm saying. Don't it? And same for women. If I'm staying home with my parent, I'm not expecting to. I mean, okay, for example, for a woman, if I was staying home with my father or my mom or my parent, I wouldn't try to get pregnant. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in perspective. If a woman staying home with her parents, she should not get pregnant. Okay, why would you do that unless you have a man that has an apartment who you're married to and who you're going to move in with him? He has a place for you and your child to go. Why would you do that? So the equivalent of a woman getting pregnant while she stays at home with her parents is equivalent to a man staying at home with his mother and trying to get into a full-blown relationship, or let's make it simple, trying to have sex. So let me get to the point. A woman wants a man to have his own place. For one thing, let's just make it simplistic, because she wants a comfortable place to have sex at. I'm sorry, when I have been single and met a dude and he said, you know, because look, what do you men want from a woman? You want sex, right? So where are you guys going to do it at? She don't want to have sex with you in your mother's house. Your mother doesn't want you to have sex in her house. Okay? That's your mom's or your dad's house. They don't want you in there having sex. Especially if you're not married to this person. You all aren't married and just, you know, waiting to get your money up to get your own place, get your own home or apartment. If you're a single man, you don't need to be having sex in your parents' house. That's inappropriate. We know you do it, but you shouldn't do that. And let me ask you men who stay home with your mother. Okay, when you meet a woman, you want to have sex with her, and you stay home with your mother, where are you planning on taking her to have sex? Are you hoping she has her own apartment? Because what if she doesn't have her own apartment? Where you guys going to have sex in a car? Let me tell you something about having sex in a car, because I've had sex in a car a couple times, multiple times. Okay, I did it out of fun. I did it not out of necessity, not because there wasn't nowhere else to do it. No, let me take that back. When I was younger, I did do it in a car because this person was staying at home. I was staying at home with my parent and he was staying at home with his parent. So let me take that back. Let me stop lying. I did do that when I was younger. I did do that because this individual did not have a place. So it was either basically doing it at a hotel or it was in a car. Okay, I was young and dumb. Okay, so that's why I let that shit slide. As a grown 30-some-year-old woman, I wish to fuck. No. Women are not going to put up with this shit no more. Okay, you need to have. This dude really was upset because a woman seems to have your own place. Women like comfort. Who the hell wants to have sex in the backseat of a car? That's only for fun, to be spontaneous. That's not. She's not doing it because it's You're supposed to be having sex in the backseat of a car because that's for fun and being spontaneous, not because you have nowhere else to do it at. So if you're a 24-year-old man, or however old you are, and you're staying home with your mom, that you should not be worried about sex anyway. You should be worried about getting your money up so you can have your own place. Okay, sex should be lasting in your mind. I understand your sex drive is very high and you can't turn it off. Now, if you meet a woman and she's okay with dating you or getting to or having sex with you because you stay with your mom, you need to have money to take her to a hotel every time you guys have sex. Doing it in the backseat of the car should just be a now and then type thing, just for fun. That should not be y'all. That is not comfortable. Excuse me, fucking the backseat of a car. You don't care because you're a dude and you're horny and you don't care what you're doing in a fucking alley. For a woman, that is not comfortable. She wanna be able to come over to your place. Like with a woman, she wants to be able to come over to your place sometimes just to get away from where she's at. Even if she has her own place, she wants to get away and go over to your place sometimes and relax and have a good time. So when you don't have your own place, that is a huge knock against you fellas. You shouldn't even be looking for a vagina if you don't have your own place. Or if you're still looking for a vagina and you don't have your own place, you need to have enough money to take her to the hotel every time y'all about to have sex. Yeah, every time. Now, if she has her own place, then you might luck out and you guys can do it at her place. But she's going to get tired of you always coming to her place to screw. She's going to want you to have your own place. Who wants to always have sex at her house all the time? You got to understand the gravity of what I'm saying. So I don't understand why some of you men are upset that a woman wants you to have your own place. That's a necessity if you want to be having sex. If you don't have your own place, you should not be requiring sex at all. And if you do require sex and you stay home with your mama, you better have money for a hotel room.